everybody, it's Dr. Bam. This is going to be the video to help you understand your field work, how it's working, and to kind of give you that introduction into things. Okay, so as always, you're going to enter through your materials tab to get to this folder. You'll see on this side, there is a whole bunch of work. This is all field work that has been open for November 23rd, or due November 23rd. But you're going to enter through your fieldwork folder that is now below your first assignment and before Unit 1. And you'll enter into here. No matter which way you're doing things, you're going to need to do the following 2 assignments. First, you're going to submit a photo ID, and this counts as 1/2 hour of your field work. So this would be the work that you would typically spend getting your background done and doing all of that. The photo ID helps with the proctored assignments, so if I need to go see what you look like and then watch your video, it's right here. So submit all your photo IDs. This must be a JPEG or the PNG. Those are the things that will open in Schoology. Don't submit it in any other way. Okay, and it can be any photo ID. It could be a work ID. It could be a ID if you're recently out of high school and you still have your high school ID from last year or a year or 2 ago. Make sure it looks like you. Otherwise, I will question for proctored assignments that it is you. Same thing for, you can do a driver's license in your picture. Edit it so that you black out any information if you feel like you don't want to submit it that way. Or you can do your school ID if you have a school ID for Hill. So any photo ID, it needs to just have your name and an image. It could be your Sam's card if you have a Sam's ID, a Sam's Club ID or something like that with your image. As long as I can clearly see the image so that I can connect the picture and you. Then you're going to do your field work choice pathway. You're just typing the word online if you are going to complete the virtual field work, which is what most people will likely be doing. Or you can type the word traditional if you're going to be completing field work in the traditional way at a school. The only way you can complete field work in the traditional way is to be employed with the school. Once again, I will say that. You must be employed at the school that you're completing your field work. I will make very few exceptions for this. For example, there was one person that I am allowing to do it, but she had to get a permission from the principal of the high school and the superintendent of the district. Okay, that's because they had connections in the district and it was a small district. I do not recommend doing it this way if you are not employed, as you'll have many requirements, and most school districts are not going to work with people right now to have people in the classroom. They are barely having their employees on site. Okay, that is my lecture for that. So the only way that you are doing traditional fieldwork pathway is if you're employed already at the school and already going to the school and being present at the school. Once you choose whichever pathway that you make, you're not changing the pathway. So if you go traditional, you must be able to complete it in a traditional way, which means that you'll be able to see hours or see a teacher teaching and observe that in a school. Now, if they go online and you're able to go into a virtual classroom and observe, that would count as observation hours. So make sure that even if you're in a school, you're set up for a way that you can complete your hours. If something happens and we go back to virtual, there will not be any exceptions. So everyone else is going to type online if they are not in a school. I need you to do this because in the grade book, you're going to see both sets of assignments. I'm going to go in and excuse people who choose online from the traditional assignments and excuse people who choose traditional from the online assignments. Okay. So once you have made your choice up here and submitted it, you can go ahead and get started. For I'm going to go over the online first. You can see that they have this check that says must complete, and I'm going to explain that in a second. Okay, there's 3 folders in the must complete. All 3 must be completed to complete all 16 of your hours. Okay? The first folder and says, okay, let me go back. The fieldwork assignment 1. So the assignment is the only thing that is going to show in your to-do because it's the only item with a due date. So here's another stress where I say, if you're only going into my work through the side, you may have things you miss because you would miss all of these assignments because I cannot put a due date on these assignments up here. So the reason I can't is that you're supposed to do video 1 to get to video 2, do video 2 to get to video 3, and so on all the way down, and you must do videos 1 through 5 in order to submit the fieldwork portfolio assignment, or that's the way it's supposed to work. So that's what I've been told. So if you wait and put this off, you're going to have a lot of submitting to do before you even get to be able to do the assignment. Okay. So these for the video assignments, you're going to go in, watch the video, and then you're going to, for each one, you're going to complete the following, where you list 3 things you learned or connected with, and 3 things that you want to know more about. Okay? This assignment has 1 video in it. There are others that will have multiple videos. Let me see if this one does. No, it still has 1. So if it has more than 1 video in it, you are only doing 3 things from both the videos, not 3 things for each of the videos. So you'll list 3 things that you learned between the 2 videos. You'll see that a lot in the next one where you're making things because the videos are only 3 or 4 minutes long. And so you may not find 3 things in one video. You do 3 things for the whole group of videos that are there, and then 3 things. And then you can go down and complete the assignment. So for example, for fieldwork assignment 1, you're completing a 5 to 10 minute video, looking at strategies from the videos that you watched, or you're creating a video to look at strategies, and this is one of your proctored assignments. To look at strategies from the videos you watched. This is a similar assignment in the traditional, but except they're going to be looking at the teachers they're observing. And so you'll complete that assignment, that video assignment at that point. So you must complete all 3 fieldwork folders, all 3 of these. Fieldwork assignment 1, 2, and 3 to get full credit. And that is the online pathway. They all work the same. They have a set of videos. This one's the biggest, and then they lead to an assignment. Same thing here. There's a couple things to do, and then it leads to an assignment. Sorry, people are working outside my house. Okay, now for the traditional pathway, you have you have your information documents here. Okay, I'm sorry. You'll hear some work being done. I have gutters being put on the house. Okay, so you'll see these documents. You need to go through them. This is the information document. This is the program letter that you can bring to your supervisor. It says CDEC, don't worry about that. Oh, well, that's great. Schoology just went out on me. Okay. So I apologize for that. That was Schoology just had an issue for a second. So this is the fieldwork program letter that you can take to the program to say, hey, here it shows that I'm coming to campus. This is what I'm doing, and it has my contact information. And then there's the field experience log. Let's see if this one opens. Yeah. So the field experience log you'll do to log all your hours. Okay. You're going to put the date, the time you were in, the time you were out, the amount of time you spent there, and a 2 to 3 sentence reflection. This isn't, I visited 2nd grade. So look at the example. It should say what was going on in class. 2 to 3 sentence. Today we were working on gravity and the how to tell if, and they were rolling balls down the hall or something like that. I was in a 2nd grade class and they were doing this. Okay? So if you just put 2nd grade, you're not getting full points for your reflection. Okay, that is it. All I have for the fieldwork assignment information. Let me know if you have any questions and go ahead and get started. All fieldwork is due November 23rd, which is the Monday before Thanksgiving. I really, really encourage you to get working and maybe get it done and complete and out of your way, because after that it's pretty quick. We're in finals, a lot's going on. So this is a piece of something that you can do ahead of time that you are allowed to work on. So do not wait until November 23rd to get started. Have a great week, and let me know if you have any questions.